bike is naked right now. I'm trying to figure out if there's a leak or not, because I saw some residue on the engine casing. So that's what I'm about to find out. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome back to another edition of Sport Bike Everything. I'm Orwin, your host, and I just got off work. Oh man. So what I like to do in these videos, man, hey, I like to show that, you know, I'm just a normal, average guy. You know, normal guy. I'm not a mechanic. You know, I don't have any special Yamaha certifications or anything, but I'm just a normal guy who likes to work on my bike, you know? And when I run into problems, I'd hope that I'd be able to inspire and encourage people to work on their bike. So, you know, I ran into a coolant leak issue, and you know, I ran into a coolant issue, and you know, this video just goes into what I go into to fix it, you know. And of course, I've done my research. There's lots of forums and motorcycle communities that have advice. And yeah, it's awesome. So, you know, as you see in my little overlay here, you know, I had a leak, and it turned out to be one of those hoses. I guess it was worn. When I took the hose out, it was worn on the inside. So yeah, it definitely had to be replaced. So that's what I went on and did. I went to good old Partzilla. And got some hoses. I just went and replaced the small one as well. Might as well, right? So yeah, went and got my hoses and swapped them out. The good thing is that the hose actually they have painted dots on them to show how it ought to be aligned here. So if you ever replace this hose in particular, you know, Yamaha does a good job at, you know, helping with the alignment of the hose. You just got to match the dots. So I don't think I showed it in the video, but yeah, you'll see the dots there. You just got to match them. Yeah, then, you know, I went ahead and washed while I had the fairings off. You know, you might as well. I went ahead and washed the engine casing. You know, parts of it got dirty, so you know, why not? Why not, man? But it's nothing like having a hot bike. You know, you don't want to have a hot running bike, so you want to make sure your cooling system is in order. You know, that's a very big component, very important factor in the performance of your motorcycle. Got to keep it cool, man. You know, if you think about it, you know, engines are just explosions, controlled explosions to produce power. It's controlled chaos. That's all it is, really. It's controlled chaos. You know, you set it an explosion in a little chamber, you know, and because you've contained it in that chamber, you know, you can direct what you want that explosion to do. And in this case, it's to push a piston down and create a torque force. It's awesome, man. It's awesome. The combustion engine. It's awesome. So yeah, man, went ahead and drained the coolant. Went ahead and drained it on out and got a flushed it out with some Prestone. What was it? 3-in-1? Prestone 3-in-1. Flushed it out with some distilled water. Oh boy, you don't want to do don't do normal water, because those things have contaminants and those things have all kinds of contaminants and Alright, so here I began filling the bike with water wetter, but something's wrong here. I ended up filling the bike with coolant with the bike off. The problem that's going to create is air pockets in the cooling system. And when you have air pockets, that's going to create spaces in the cooling system where the coolant is not going to be able to touch. And if the coolant can't touch it, then that's going to create hot spots. And hot spots are not good because it could potentially, from what I've read, crack the engine case. So we want to avoid air pockets at all costs. In this point, I'm gonna drain this fluid and then fill it back up with the bike turned on. Or I mean, you could also rock the bike back and forth, but I find that with the engine turned on and filling it up, the air naturally escapes the system as it flows through the engine. So with the cap off, and then once you see it's about to top off, put your cap back on and you know, go for a ride and then top it back off after. Alright, so that's all for this one, guys. Comment on the video, let me know what you do with your cooling system. Go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel. This is Sportbike Everything. Until next time, thanks for watching.